honesty about our networking in person, what usually suffers the most is our self-introductions. How many times have you listened to someone give you just the most dry, fact-filled, boring list of features type of introduction, and you end up not hearing a word? That's why today I'm going to show you how to create a compelling self-introduction. And this is going to be a template where you can fill in the blanks, so you can create one today and then you can rework it. You can try a different version, but always using that template so that it's really easy to do, and you always make sure that you hit the vital elements. Now, before I give you those vital elements, before I give you that template, why are so many of these self-introductions not great? Well, again, they're usually a list of facts: who they are, what their name is, what their title is, how long has their business been in business, the 5 types of services that they provide. Facts only light up about 3 places in your brain. There's another type of presenting information that lights up 7 parts of your brain. And do you know what that is? Storytelling. Storytelling. We love stories. We love stories. It lights up 7 parts of our brain. Now, here's the problem we all have, is that if we start telling stories in networking, they take 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and we don't get to a point. So what we are going to do is put together a self-introduction that uses the 3 vital elements of storytelling to keep it short, but to keep it so interesting and moving along. All right, so how do we tell a story? Let me share with you the 3 vital elements to every story. And that begins with a protagonist, then there's conflict, finally, resolution. Protagonist, conflict, resolution. The protagonist it's not always the hero, but it's the main character. And it might not always be you. In the template I'm going to share with you today, it is you. But there's other versions of a compelling self-introduction that starts with the hero, who's them, the person you're talking to, or your ideal client. Then there's the conflict or the problem, and this is the problem that your ideal client usually has. This is the thing they need solved. It may, though, also be the problem you had that you solved. So the conflict is the problem or the need. And finally, the resolution. Stories are not satisfying without some sort of resolution. And in this case, we always want it to be a happy ending, right, to our stories. Nobody likes a terrible, sad story. So we want to know, what is the positive outcome or the satisfying result, or in marketing speak, the benefit that you provide to your ideal client. Because you realize usually when someone gives you that really dull, dry self-introduction, it's a list of their features. Been in business 27 years, have 7 types of this, we have 5 people in our office, blah, blah, blah. Those are features, but we don't care about features. What we care about are benefits. So in marketing, you are taught, one of the strategies is that if you mention a feature, you explain why that provides benefit. I've been in business 27 years, so I have a ton of experience. Or we have 5 people in our office, so that you get always someone on the phone. When we are doing our self-introduction, we always want to focus on benefits. All right, when we come back, I will share with you the exact template. See if you can practice some storytelling on each other: protagonist, conflict, resolution. So 3 vital elements to every story. You have to have the protagonist, that's the hero, the main character. You have to have a conflict, that's the problem, and a resolution, that's the solution, that's the great outcome. I've created 3 types of introductions using this story framework, and they're all in my Brilliant Networkers Big Book of What to Say. Today I'm going to share with you one of those introduction templates, and this is the expertise framework, because you're probably an expert in something. You've got some great degrees or credentials, or you've had a ton of experience, and this compelling self-introduction framework leverages that expertise that you have. So let me lay this out for you, and I'm going to say some words and a blank, and you can take some quick notes and fill this in. I want to give you this framework though. I'm blank, that's your name, and I blank. I did what? What did you do? What did you learn? What is the basis of your expertise, basically? I'm blank, and I did, have, learned, earned, studied, blank. So you've just laid out yourself as the protagonist and why you're the hero of the story. Because I did what? Because of what your motivation was. What problem were you trying to solve? What problem did you have? I'm blank, and I did this because I had the same problem myself, or I was motivated to do this. That's the conflict. Now you've laid out the protagonist, now you've laid out the conflict, and now I am, what's your title or your job? Because, right? By the way, because is one of the more powerful persuasive words. And now I blank, am this person, because I want to help other people do the same thing by what? Blank. What do you do? How do you solve the problem? What do you show them? What do you create for them? What do you teach them? What do you give them? That's the resolution. Now you can say, and now I am blank because I want to help other people avoid that problem. You can refer back to the problem that you had in that, and then by doing what? And that's it. You take that template, you fill in the blanks, you wordsmith it a little bit, and that is a very compelling self-introduction. This 3-part story framework is missing one more thing that will make it truly compelling. Because what's the point of something being compelling? It's having people take action. That's what we want to do when we're networking anyway. We want people to take action besides just remember us and appreciate us and want to build a know, like, trust relationship with us. We want them to take some sort of action. So the last part of your template is your call to action. You must tell them what to do next. Now, the secret to that is to always have it be something they can say yes to, but that is a topic for another time.